Hello everyone. Look at this. I'm always getting unusually shaped parcels delivered to my door, and a lot of them do, to be honest, look like this, with a sticky out bit. There's hazard tape on here. Would be a hazard, wouldn't it? So obviously it's an upright vacuum cleaner. Could have gone in a smaller box if they'd just taken the handle apart. So let's have a look at this Hoover Turbopower Junior electricity board exclusive. I'm just going to open the box and hope and pray that the wheels have survived the journey. Right, let's cut through the hazard tape. See if we can take this off first. So this was an electricity board exclusive. Now a lot of you won't know what is an electricity board. Well, back in the day it was a shop that sold domestic appliances, but it was also where you could go and pay your electricity bill. And I think you could buy electricity savings stamps back in the day if you couldn't afford the bill. It was a way of budgeting. You'd buy, you know, maybe £1's worth of stamps, put them in a book, and then when your bill came, you'd take your book to the counter at the electricity board showroom and pay for it. I assume. I'm not sure. I think that's what happened. But of course, you know, electricity board showrooms are no longer, as many electrical retailers have gone as well. Right, let's lay it down. This I think was it started off at £50, and there were two bidders, myself and somebody else, and I won it for £56 plus a bit of postage. And there's only one photograph as well, so I don't really know what's broken, if anything. Hardly any description and only one photo. I'm assuming that possibly that the lower cord hook is broken, because they normally are. But yes, it's just one picture of a dirty looking cleaner. Oh dear. Here it is. Right. Oh dear. Should have opened this before. I don't know. I think I'm psychic. Am I psychic? Am I psychic? Right, for one, that's not the correct wheel anyway. Somebody's put that on there. And the other wheel has gone. Well, it hasn't gone. I'll tell you where it is, folks. It's broken into tiny little pieces. Well, yes, there are some small parts. Right, I do have two worn wheels, black. Depends if the glamour cap, you see that, yeah. I don't know what colour the glamour cap would have been on this, whether it would have been cream or brown. Black wheels will look okay. Ah, well, we can see, right, the glamour cap would have been brown. I've got one glamour cap, and that's some of the wheel. I'll have to take a photo of that. I'll get some money off the seller, or maybe send it back. I do, as I said, I've got at least one pair of used wheels, because if you remember a while ago, I built a new Turbopower from that reconditioning kit, and I used my brand new pair of wheels. I might have one more pair, but I've certainly got a spare pair of wheels. But I won't have two brown glamour caps. Looks like chocolate. You know, it's wheels. It's always the wheels, isn't it? It's always the wheels. I'm going to take a photo of that. Oh, there's even more. I mean, it's tiny, tiny bits. They're just completely shattered. Oh, right then, folks. I know some people will suggest gluing it. Yeah? Well, do you think I can glue that back together? I don't think I'll be able to somehow. No. I don't think so. Let's have a look at it anyway. See what the motor sounds like. I mean, apart from the wheels, first glance, oh, the cable's a bit broken as well. Surprisingly, the lower core hook is intact, although, yeah, it's lost its spring, but it's still there, which is very unusual. Yeah, it's had one replacement wheel from somewhere, and one wheel completely smashed. I'm going to switch on, let's get that over with, because if it sounds awful, then might be returning this. I mean, it can be fixed, but I'm not paying £56 plus postage for that. Right, let's just double, well, the plug looks reasonable. I'll risk it. It is, right, we'll turn it on there. Plug in and then switch on at the socket. I don't know if you saw that puff of dust that came out. Doesn't sound too bad, I have to say. And crikey, look, the headlight works. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh dear. I thought that was from the wheel. That's too big to be from the wheel. Where's that from? I can't even see where that's from. Must be from underneath. Let me just unplug or switch it off anyway at the socket. Well, it's brown, but... Oh, that's... Oh, hang on. Oh, crikey. There's more bits. Oh, look. Right, this is going back then. This is going back. There's something broken here. Something else has fallen out of it. You know, the wheel I could have coped with. I'm going to put in a refund request, and they can... Oh no, it's the whole doodah. It won't go flat because it's the whole. It's this part. Is it called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's this whole bottom. I'll never get a brown one of those. That's all broken. Oh, there's this. Is that more of the wheel? Yeah, I'm going to return this. Yeah, that's another part of the wheel. Yeah, it's I won't say what it is, but it begins with a F and ends in a D. Yeah, that whole bit. You know, I probably have a Turbopower Junior donor, but it won't match. You know, the whole point of collecting vacuums for me is getting them as original as possible. And I won't bid on a vacuum if it's got too many non-original parts, especially if they're cosmetic parts that, you know, you'd be very, very hard pressed to get. I don't mind if it's not an original agitator or some small part, but if it's something like this that's broken, no, it's no good, folks. We'll date it anyway. We'll have a look at the serial number. I might as well show you it. I might get to keep it, but if the seller wants it back, they can have it back, but they're going to have to pay for it to be collected. Because I can't carry it out. I can't take that to a post office. I'll have to try and put it back in, but it's going to get even more smashed. I mean, they won't be able to sell it again. So why not just, you know, if they'd been a little bit more careful with packaging it, you know, as I said, I'd have asked for some money back for the wheel, but the whole thing, you know, that's not going to last. That's just the main sort of I don't know if it's called a trunnion, but anyway, it's the bottom of the bag. Dude, I'm covered in muck. Right, let's have a quick look at the rating sticker and we can date this bad boy. This is Hoover model U1102, serial number U1102 507 03621, 240 volts, 50 hertz, 410 watts. Made in UK by Hoover PLC. It's double insulated and BEAB approved. So we can date this machine U1102 followed by 5, and I know it's an 80s cleaner. So this is from 1985. This Hoover Turbopower Junior has managed to survive nearly 40 years until it was thrown into a box and posted to me. As I said, I could have coped with the broken wheel. I can replace both those wheels, but it's this bit. Unless someone has got one of these parts in brown. Somebody was selling a black one on eBay recently, but I wouldn't, you know, to me, if I put a black one there, and all back in the day, once the coloured parts had been depleted in the stores, they just made replacements in generic black just because it was cheaper. Hoover couldn't continue to produce all the different colour variants for cosmetic parts, so back in the day, even, you know, fairly early on, back in the day, if you needed a new hood for this, you know, even a few years after it was in the shops, you would have been supplied normally a black generic hood. But it's a shame the hood's in good condition. You know, under all this muck, I think it would be pretty nice. The bag seems okay. Or does it, he says. Ugh, oh dear. Yeah, it's been used without an internal bag. Oh dearie me, no wonder it spewed out so much muck. What a shame, because you know, poof, crikey. Yeah, they've used this with no bag. Oh dearie me. But yeah, the bag will clean up nicely. Oh heck, I've got a spider. I've got a spider on the loose. Look at it, folks, it's huge. Are you screaming? I'm surprisingly... Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. It's gonna go up my trouser leg, I'm sure. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I'm so scared. Right, come on, Spidey. I hope you haven't got any of your family in here or any babies. Are you a lone wolf? Well, welcome to Yorkshire. I don't know where you've come from, but I know where you're going. Come on. Come on. I'm not going to hurt you. Just need to put you outside. Okay, folks. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, here he is. He's dangling. Right, I'll take him out. Right. It's a lovely sunny autumn day, and I've put Mr. Spider, or Mrs. Spider, safely on a nice big shrub in my back garden in the sunshine. So hopefully he or she will be able to make a web and catch his or her lunch. So, yeah, I don't kill things. Some of you will say, burn it with fire, kill it. But no, it's one of God's creatures, totally harmless to me. I've had a lot bigger than that in my shower, I can tell you. So I hope there's no more in here, just because I don't want to hurt them. Oof, right. I'll just vacuum up this mess. But basically I think this is all I can do in this video. that's roughly got the worst off. I don't know why I'm bothering though, because I suspect the seller will have this back. I'm hoping they just refund me, because this is no use really to anyone with all this damage, and it's going to get even more damaged when I post it back. And then if they sell it again and post it, it's probably going to be a pile of dust by the time somebody else gets it. The bag still has the original gold lettering on it. As you can see here, Hoover Turbopower Junior. And also in gold, we've got Junior here, printed on the headlight. We also have the 4-position height control, long pile, medium, short to low and hard floors, and also low pile. Obviously it's not doing much with the cleaner leaning to one side with only one wheel. But yes, it works anyway. And the underside doesn't look too bad. Agitator or activator. Plenty of life left in that, and it moves quite smoothly. Probably would benefit from a new belt, but that's not bad at all. But really, it's not worth keeping, really. As I said, I'm hoping the seller will just refund and cut his losses. But if he's stubborn enough to want this back, then he'll have it back. As long as I get my money back, I'm not too bothered. So there you have it, the Hoover Turbopower Junior exclusive. What made this a bit different to the standard Hoover Turbopower? I think the one at this time was probably the sort of mink coloured one. That was the standard one when it was the first Turbopower range. I think this is from the first gen Turbopower range from 85. I don't think it's from the second, because there was another there was another electricity board exclusive similar to this, but it also had the air freshener at the top, similar to the black Turbopower Junior with the pinstripe bag. So I think this is first generation exclusive. But yeah, what a shame. Again, just destroyed by the seller just not packaging it properly. You know, if you're selling on eBay, folks, pack things properly and then you're not going to get any comeback. The part that's broken is a high stress point, you know, although it doesn't take as much weight as a hard bag version would, because obviously it's just a soft bag and it's lighter. The handle is metal, but yeah, this gets the most wear, this here at the bottom. And although with the 2 new wheels fitted, I could probably push it and use it, but it's just going to crack even more. It's just completely smashed here. It's very hard to show you on camera, but it's all smashed. I'd have to take the hood off. In fact, well, let's do that. Let's just see, and then I can maybe take another photo. I've already taken some photos of this. Oh, that height right knob doesn't want to come off. I need to remove that to get the hood off. Blimey, that's on good and proper, folks. Jiggle it about a bit. Blimey, I've never had one that hard before. And there's no double entendre in that, you filthy people thinking there's anything untoward. Some of you see double meanings in everything I say. I don't know, it must be down to you, it's not me. I can tell you now. I could have said it's very stiff and you'd have said something, but it is, I can't pull that off. You see, another double entendre. You know, really, honestly, get a life, folks. I'm just talking about a vacuum here. And yes, it is a knob. Ooh, it's a height right control knob, that. Ooh. Oh, that dust. Right. Oh, crikey, that's, oh, I've released it. That was really, really hard to get off. Sure, let's just do it now and just see the full extent of the damage. I mean, yeah, that's quite a big part, but yeah. Right, I'm going to have to get my screwdriver. So this only has 4 screws. Some of them have 5. They're the total system models that normally have 5 screws to release the base plate. Just try and do this quickly. You've seen this before, unless this is your very first video. and you won't have done. So yeah, oof. Yeah, it's not too bad, that belt. I'll just check for any more. Ooh. Oh, it's all right. Check for any more of my 8-legged friends. What's this? Probably nothing, but we'll have a look. That's something from the RAC. This is a special... Oh, it's a discount coupon for the RAC. Plus a £10 Wilkinson voucher on joining. Is that Wilco? When does it expire? Oh dear, ends the 28th of Feb 2007. Never mind. Could have recouped some money back with 10% off. Right, let's just grab me crevice. Where is it? Just suck out this muck. I think I saw something dart across the... there may be a whole nest of spiders inside here, so brace yourself. I prefer a nest of spiders than a nest of vipers, that's for sure, but we don't tend to get those in the UK. I hope the spider's okay that I've released into the wild, but what else could I do? I could have sucked it up and killed it, but no, that's not my way. I wouldn't do that. There is, spiders have lived in here. Yeah, there's the underside. Probably the last chance you get to see the underside of this. Headlight actually worked, amazingly. Yeah, you can see. Right, I'll just quickly get rid of some of the muck here. This is where it's damaged the most, at this side. I mean, I don't think... Oh yeah, the trouble is I've got to release the bellows to... Or do I have to? Yeah, no. This might not help. I might have to delve a bit further. Come on. Sounded okay though. The motor sounded okay. But yeah, motors can be fixed. But it's very hard when it's, as I said, it's a cosmetic part. Oh, come on, screw. I've got a magnetizer somewhere. I could have magnetized that screwdriver and picked that screw up. I think the other side, oh, it's all cracked. I can see it's cracked underneath here as well. I mean, yeah, I could reinforce it from the other side with Q-bond. It won't matter what it looks like, because it's covered anyway, so even if it was a mess under there, I could strengthen that part. But the main strain is from, you know, this bit here. So I think possibly we've only got two bits that actually broken. I suspect that happened in transit. How did that go on? Anyway, you can see, folks, it's broken. Well, folks, that's the end of today's disappointing video. Hopefully the next one will have a happier outcome. It'll either be a brand new factory fresh machine, which shouldn't be broken, or possibly another vintage cleaner that survived the postal system. But this one clearly didn't. I'll see you all very soon for another video. Bye for now.